Listen, bro, people are not coming outside. They know exactly what's going on. They're hibernating right now. It's also cold, It's the windy city. It's winter time. It's super brisk, right? Oh yeah, ghost towns could be for a couple of reasons, but obviously, we know, right? A Chicago neighborhood turned into a ghost town amid deportations. Guys, this is a suggestion via a channel member. Let's go and check this video out immediately. Let's do it, guys.
Promises made, promises kept, with President Trump taking immediate action on his top campaign focus, fighting illegal immigration. From coast to coast, ICE agents going city to city, sometimes door to door, tracking down the nearly 1.5 million undocumented set for deportation. And as ICE closes in on migrants, once vibrant Chicago neighborhoods are now turning into ghost towns. And tonight we are taking you to a neighborhood that has gone silent.
All right, let's go. What side of town?
Look, I said from day one, no one's off the table.
The Trump administration setting out to execute what it has promised.
We arrested 1,300 people. Over 1,000 of them were criminals.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement operations.
And then the others are just basically collateral.
Reportedly underway in jurisdictions all across the nation. Federal agents have been spotted in many sanctuary cities carrying out these operations.
I hope the sanctuary cities come around.
I do
usually
too.
bustling and vibrant streets of this Hispanic neighborhood in Chicago sit relatively empty because of the concerns over ICE.
Welcome to Mesquite Restaurant, sir.
This little taqueria, like most in the Pilsen neighborhood, is owned and operated by immigrants. The Cruz family, who in 1994 made the long journey from Mexico City to Chicago to grow their little taco stand into a thriving restaurant.
We got tacos, we got breakfast, chilaquiles.
This American dream is one thousands of migrants are striving for when they cross the southern border.
Okay.
But the drastic shutdown of illegal immigration is a campaign promise the majority of American voters are expecting Donald Trump to make good on.
Right. Honest to you, when he come back again, I was like, man, I feel scared.
President Trump.
What are you scared about, bro? The thing about it is, this guy here, I'm guessing he is completely legal. He owns a business, or he's part of a family business. His parents are legal. This is a legal business. I don't understand the issue here. What are you actually afraid of here? You're not the target, bro. Right? Either way.
Border Czar Tom Homan and the highest-ranking members of Immigration and Customs Enforcement say they're only targeting violent criminals during these initial deportations. News Nation has seen what these operations look like. I rode along and conducted early morning raids with ICE agents when they arrested men from Iraq and Belize, convicted criminals who spent prison time for robbery and gun charges.
Wow.
I'm not a criminal. I'm a good guy. I pay my taxes. I do everything right. You know what's going to happen to me? They're going to grab me too. You know? They're not going to check right now.
We've seen examples.
That is intriguing, actually. But then I would hope that you would sue, because if you're, again, bro, if you're a citizen, legal resident completely, then and you're being targeted, you could be, in fact, considered collateral if that was the case here. If they are exclusively going off of, I guess, depending on what they're going off of, right? It seems like they're directly targeting individuals, and if you are around said individual, then you are, in fact, going to be considered collateral, right? Regardless of whatever. Are they going to check immediately? That's actually a really good point that he made here. Actually, he could be swept up into something that he doesn't deserve to be swept up into, in that context, at least. But that just means he's going to be paid for the rest of his life, because if that was me, that's exactly what I would do.
Examples of resistance throughout Hispanic neighborhoods, including these signs instructing immigrant men and women to push back and block federal agents from entering their homes. But the reality is, new polling shows 65% of Americans strongly support deporting immigrants convicted of violent crimes. That includes Horatio Aguirre, an
That should be a lot higher.
and Mexican-American police officer. He voted for Trump and wants mass deportations of criminals to carry on as quickly as possible.
A lot of Hispanic Americans, there was also a rise that voted for Trump. I think 9 out of 10 people that are living here in America, Chicago, Illinois, are going to agree that if you're an illegal resident and you are arrested for committing a crime, prosecuted for committing a crime, and you are an illegal resident, you are subject to deportation.
The so-called
this
mass
man.
deportations have not been carried out in Chicago like people once believed. But that hasn't stopped local and state leaders from sounding the alarm and strengthening local codes which reinforce the city's sanctuary status.
We should stand up for them. That is the right thing to do.
This guy flip-flops so much, bro. It is crazy. This man just said recently, okay, if you committed a crime and you're here waiting for some type of paperwork, then you have to leave immediately. That's not how we want things in Illinois. And now he's sitting here like, we're going to strengthen sanctuary city. Bro, what are you talking about?
But he's trying to tear things down.
Governor, what's your response to people who might say that Democrats are the one sowing chaos, confusion, and fear-mongering when talking about mass deportations that haven't even happened in Chicago?
What are you talking about? They are literally threatening people all across the country. How can you say that we're overreacting somehow? We're not.
The Trump administration is vowing to investigate and prosecute local and state officials who stand in the way of what the federal government is doing.
All right, I mean, listen, you're nicer than me because, again, if I was actually in power, if you are not listening to what the federal government is actually, in fact, requiring, as in the majority of the United States of America voted for something, and you specifically, governor, in random state, are going to go against my wishes and the wishes of the United States citizens, that I do think that you should no longer have federal funding to your state. I'm terrible, bro. Don't make me president. Don't do that. I promise you, I'll be bad.
Natasha?
Yeah, Alex, with that tonight. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Oh, that's it. Huh, okay, guys. I want to go ahead and talk about this here for a second. So I have immigrated to two separate countries outside of the United States of America, where I am still a permanent resident of Spain, still. And I no longer have permanent residency in South Korea. But here's the thing. Immigration is rough, okay? I know it. Trust me when I say it. I don't have a criminal record here, guys, all right? And so the thing about it is, if you did have one, I don't know how you could be able to move into anywhere. Like specifically, I guess I remember, I think Spain was harder than South Korea. South Korea is easy-ish, right? As long as you have like a solid record and things like that, right? And you don't owe the government any crazy amounts of money and all those other things, stipulations. But Spain was definitely hard, bro. I'm glad I don't have traffic tickets. Like when I say that, like I'm like squeaky clean, bro, and unnaturally. And I spend a lot of time out of the United States of America. Like I remember a couple of years ago coming back to America for the first time after like staying out of America for like 7 years, and like just like getting my gun license back basically. And it took longer than it did a long time ago, and that was a lot because I've basically been a ghost for the last 7 years here in the United States of America. Right? So then when they run my information, they're just like, bro, what is going on here? Because a lot of the things here are like statute of limitation based, where they just basically, I guess, don't pop up any longer or something. And it's odd for someone to not even have a credit card open type of thing, or bank account open, because I've moved everything to places that are better, let's say, for finances and things. Anyway, that's not the point here. But yeah, bro, like no criminal stuff, please. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make here. If no other country is really going to take you for being a criminal, why are we forced to? It's the bleeding heart left, right? It makes them feel good to do what they're doing and say what they say, right? If you want them to change it, they can't feel good. Like once they don't feel good any longer, once they can't basically put up a colored, image, let's say on Instagram or something like that, hashtag activism type of thing. Once they stop that, then they'll stop caring about this, and they'll be like, you know what we should do? We should definitely get criminals out of the country immediately. And specifically, if they've never paid any taxes, guys, come on, what are we even playing around with here? But either way, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. The fact that you just made it to the end of the video says a whole lot, actually. We have a couple other channels. MrLboyd Music, MrLboyd Movie Reacts, along with MrLboyd Discusses, where I just generally speak about the things that specifically matter to me. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.